Well, I guess we're dictating, we're starting down.
Yeah. Well,
We're starting seated.
yeah.
That was on your plan.
Yeah, yes. You can always count on that. That will always happen. So you can't count on much, but you can count on that. I will say to those of you who are here and who got here a little bit early that you are always welcome if you're here early enough. You could practice your legs up the wall for a few minutes just to relax. So Judy did that, and so just know if you get here early enough, you can lay back on your mat. You don't stand. You can just relax a little bit. So just know that. All right. So now, though, if you'll come into your comfortable seated position here. And good morning to all of you at home. We're having a big thunderstorm here. So hoping that doesn't affect anything for you as you're watching, but welcome, and just come into a seated position now comfortably. So it doesn't have to be with your legs crossed. If that doesn't work for you, just bring your legs out in a comfortable way, because the most important part on the breathing in yoga is to relax your body. So in this case now, we really want the legs and your hips to just be very heavy and relaxed there on the ground, and your spine then rising up lightly, and bring your chin in just slightly towards your throat to open up the back of your neck and elongate your spine. Relax your body now, and particularly relax your belly. Let the breath, your inhale, come into the belly, and then the breath rising up around the area of your heart and lungs, widening there, and then all the way back down. So we like to start the practice in the way we would like to be all the way through the practice, relaxed, breathing, paying attention to your breathing. And I know that in the beginning there's so much to learn and integrate all these different poses, how to coordinate the breathing with that pose. But just know that over time, as you practice over time, that's going to become much more easy. And then it's much more like a meditation than it is like a physical exercise. So the breath is what makes that happen. Just a couple more deep breaths here. And you're breathing through your nose. Good. You can open your eyes now, interlace your hands and stretch up into seated mountain pose. Really stretching up here, and let your right hand come down to the mat and your left arm is going over. And all the way back up, reaching up. And then left hand coming down and right arm coming over. And all the way back up, lifting up. And this time twisting now. So just bring your left hand onto your right knee and your right fingertips are behind your back. So lengthen up through your spine first and let the low belly draw in as you then twist around, look back over your shoulder. And come back around, reach up. And then right hand on your left knee, left hand behind you. Again, lifting up first to lengthen your spine, draw your belly in and twist. Come back around, reach up. Now undo your fingers and slide your right elbow on top of the left one. You could stay right here. You can also twist a little more to touch your palms, and then bring the elbows out from your body just a little bit and just up. So this is the eagle position for the arms, and it really is a very good stretch for the upper part of the back. Sometimes a place it's difficult to feel a nice stretch. Now reach up against seated mountain pose. And then the left elbow on the top, staying just right here, or a little more twist, elbows out a little bit and up. And reach up. And bring your arms down and your legs going forward. Just move your feet around, circling around, and point and flex. Good. And now just come to your hands and knees now for cat. So today we've just been doing cat, where we arch and round our backs. We'll just do that right now. So as you inhale, arch your back, lift your chest and look up. Exhale, round up your back. And again, inhale, arching the back. And exhale, round up the back. So I wanted to add a couple more pieces to this, just in doing some thinking after a question from the people that are here about upper back kind of tension, tightness. So now from this same position, bring both of your feet to the right and look back over your shoulder at your feet. Come back to center now, and then bring them to the left, looking over your shoulder. Come back to center and just do a regular cat stretch now, arching and rounding up your back. So this next part is a little harder, at least it's a little harder for me, but I think it's probably really, really helpful. So from here, you might widen your knees out just a little bit. Take your right arm up and look up at your hand. So follow the hand with your gaze and bring that arm back down. And same thing now on the left side, raising the left arm up. Let your gaze look up, back down. One more time, just know that you can raise your arm to whatever place you can. If it doesn't really want to come all the way up today, just raise it to where you comfortably can raise it. And one more time, just on the left side. And back down, and just a regular cat now. Inhale, arch your back, and round up your back, and come into child's pose now and relax. And come to hands and knees and turn your toes under in the back and lift up your hips, downward facing dog. Now bring your knees back down. And if you can sit back on your heels, do that. Otherwise, just come into child's pose. So another really good question today about downward facing dog as to whether when you're in the pose, should you be up on your toes or foot flat? So the answer to that is what we do want is the hips to come up pretty high, and work toward the heels coming down. I usually can't get my heels all the way down, so that's just a process. So shouldn't be up like this on your toes, but the hips are nice and high here, so you try to keep that as the back gets long and the heels begin to come closer to the ground, and you relax your head and neck. So just know that. So come to cat again, and we'll just come up into down dog, and I'll let you just hold that for a little bit. Arch, and then round up your back, turn your toes under, lift up your hips, and just move around as you need to find a good position in downward facing dog. Now just walk your feet up to your hands, taking all the time you need. Just roll yourself up to standing. Good. We're going to do our sun salutations now. So we'll do 2 complete rounds of sun salutation, and we're going to do part of a third one where we just come to downward facing dog, then we'll bring the knees down and come down for some seated poses. So starting with palms at your heart. And release your arms to your sides now. Inhale, arms up overhead. Palms together as you look up at your hands, stand into your feet. Exhale, fold over in a forward bend. Hands can be anywhere on your legs or touch the floor. Inhale your head up with a flat back. Just draw your shoulders back a little bit here. Exhaling, step each foot back, coming onto hands and knees position for cat. Inhale, arch your back and lift your chest. Exhale, round up your back, toes under in the back and lift into downward facing dog. And breathing here now, make any adjustment that is good for you. Inhale as you step forward and look forward. And exhale, fold over, forward bend. Press into your feet, come all the way up. Take your time rolling yourself up. Bring your arms out and up. Palms together and palms down to your heart. And again, inhale, arms up. Exhaling, folding over, forward bend. Inhale your head up, flat back. Exhale, step each foot back, hands and knees position. And inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, round up your back and toes under. And lift up your hips and downward facing dog. And breathing here. And step forward to your hands, looking forward. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, pressing into your feet as you come all the way up. Take all the time you need. Bring arms up, look at your hands, palms to your heart. And this partial one now, inhale, arms up. And exhale, fold over, forward bend. Inhale your head up. And exhale, stepping back, knees down, cat. Inhale, arch your back and look up. And exhale, round up your back, toes under, lift up your hips, downward facing dog. Let's take one breath here. Now just bring your knees down to the floor. And just turn over onto your hip and just slide your legs around. Good. So let's start in stick pose here. When I first learned yoga, I didn't understand that this is an actual yoga pose. So this is Dandasana, the stick pose. Place your palms right by your hips now and just reach through your heels and sit up tall. Now, head to knee pose. Slide this right foot in and the left leg is going forward and your fingertips are beside your leg, or you could have your hands on your leg to get some length in your spine first, and then fold over in a forward bend over this extended leg. Soften the knee. And come all the way up. We'll go to the other side. Left foot is tucked in and the right leg going forward. So lengthen up through your spine and then fold over. And come all the way back up and bring the soles of your feet together now for seated bound angle pose. So wiggle up onto the sitting bones so that you're not collapsing back here, and you can lengthen up through your spine and let your knees come down. Bring your chin in just a little bit towards your throat. Good. Bring your legs straight forward now for the full seated forward bend. Placing your hands on your legs and lengthen up. So this particular forward bending pose is more intense. So make sure that you soften or even bend your knees as much as it helps your low back. So we lengthen first and then fold over. And roll yourself up and come onto your back now. If you have a strap with you, get your strap handy. Otherwise, you don't have to have the strap. If you don't, we'll just do it with our hand. So relax on your back. And we'll do just a couple of leg lifts now. With your right leg, raise that right leg up, flexing your foot on the way up, and then pointing on the way down. And left leg the same way, and pointing on the way down. And one more on each side. Now flex the right foot as you raise that leg and point on the way down. And left leg the same way, flexing on the way up, pointing on the way down. And now if you have your strap, bring your right foot up in that strap so that right foot is pressing up toward the ceiling. And this particular pose is another one that helps our low back and hips be more open. So soften the knee just a little bit so that you can really feel your back against the floor. And if you need to, you can bend the knee more. Now bring this right leg out to the right. Your left arm is going straight out from the shoulder. Look back towards your left hand. Bring your legs straight back up again. And then lower that leg down. Reach your arms back behind your head and just stretch from your fingertips all the way through your heels. And then we'll go to the left side now. Left leg up. Bring that left leg out to the left, right arm out from your shoulder. Look back towards your right hand. And bring that leg straight back up again. And lower that leg and reach your arms back behind your head, just stretching. And then hug both knees into your chest. Just wrap your arms around your knees and just rock side to side, little boat pose. Now just roll yourself to the right and just press yourself back up to sitting. And tuck your ankles in towards your body and roll forward onto your hands and knees. Cat now. Inhale, arch your back, lift your chest. And exhale, round up your back. And one more. Inhale, arch your back, lift your chest. Exhale, round up your back and toes under and lift up into downward facing dog. Just move around and find a good place. Now step forward to your hands and taking all the time you need, just roll yourself up to standing. And come into mountain pose now with your feet about hip distance apart. You might look at your feet and see that the toes are going straight forward. So I wanted to say some things about mountain pose here, that most of us, just because of the kind of culture we live in and the work we've done and sitting at computers, we tend to hold when we're standing, just in a very subtle way, we are sort of trying to hold ourselves up in the world here with our shoulders are a little bit tight, upper back is kind of tight. Sometimes we're forward because we've been doing the thing with our computer, we're sort of like this. So the answer to that actually is our feet and our contact with the ground. So one of my teachers used to always say that we should entrust ourselves to the ground. So that's really a lovely way of saying we can let go and let all of our weight and tension go down through our feet. And then what happens is the belly draws in a little bit, the shoulders roll onto your back, just without effort really, just from that close contact with the ground. Good. We're going to do a standing forward bend here. So just bring your arms up overhead now. And with all of that in mind, we're just going to let go and let all the tension come out of the shoulders and roll ourselves down wherever that is comfortable for you. You can touch your legs, touch the ground, relax your head, take a breath there. Press into your feet, roll yourself up. And bring your arms up. We're just going to do it one more time now. So on an exhale, just let all of the effort and tension come out of your shoulders as you roll yourself down. Relax your head down and take a breath there. And roll yourself slowly back up. Just to a standing position. You don't really need to bring your arms back up. Good. Now we're going to do triangle pose. So come to the middle of your mat now if you're not there already. And take one step forward with your right foot. So you want to have a really sense of stability here. So if you need to widen that out more, you can, or shorten it up. And have your hips going straight forward. Now lay your hands on your legs. So this right leg is going forward. My right hand is going to stay right there. And I'm going to bring the left arm back behind me and up, eyes following your arm and hand. And right away, when that arm is all the way up, you are in triangle pose right now. Some of you might be able to come into it a little deeper by sliding that right hand down a little more, but no need to do that. Press into that back heel to come all the way back up. Lower that arm down and step back. We'll do that on the other side. Now take a step forward with your left foot and find a good steady position here. Hips are squared straight forward, both hands resting on your legs. And now just bring this right hand and arm back and up. Look up at that hand and just leave this left hand right where it is for now. Breathing. You can slide down a little more if that is comfortable for you. And come all the way up. Good. Step toward the front of your mat again for half moon pose. Bringing arms up overhead, palms together, and side bending now over to the right for half moon to the right. And up. And to the left. And up. Good. Now keep your hands where they are, but extend your index fingers up for sail pose. This is that standing back bend. So find your feet again, really stand into your feet and let your chest lift up and open. Just a little bit of a back bend. Just look up. And bring your palms down to your heart and slide your hands on your legs. Lengthen through your spine, keep folding over, touch the ground, lower yourself down. We're going to do mermaid pose now. So mermaid is actually sort of an adaptation of the pose we call the simple seated twist. So in this one, we have the right foot tucked in and the left foot goes behind there. So now bring the knee, the sole of the foot of this one that's tucked in, bring that knee over so that they're touching. And bring both hands over to the side of to the right here. Place your palms down and lean into your hands. This is a part of the pose that I have forgotten to say. Lean into your hands and now look back over your shoulder. So this particular version of this pose again is more aimed at the upper part of your back. And come back up. We'll do it on the other side now. The left foot tucked in and the right foot goes back. And then the bent knee touches the sole of your foot. Bring both hands over to the side, to the left side, and lean forward into your hands and then look back over your shoulder. And come back around, and now cross at the ankles in a seated position. We're going to lay back now into restorative fish pose. So this is how your legs will be. You're just going to lean back, lay back, and then bring your arms back behind you, holding your elbows so you feel a soft little back bend here. Really feel the area around your heart and your lungs really open up here. Just relax and breathe. You can close your eyes even. So now I'm going to do a breathing practice on our back. So you release your arms from that fish pose there, and then just bring your knees up with your feet planted, just with knees bent. And you can widen out your feet a little bit. So this is a breathing practice now. You could lay your hands on your low belly if you like for Peaceful Lake. So this is a breathing practice where we're going to extend the exhale. And the exhale is that part of our breath that helps us to let go and relax. The inhale, very refreshing, energizing part of the breath. So now we're going to extend the exhale. And the way to do that, at least in the beginning, is to silently count now, maybe starting with a slow count of 3 on your inhale. And then you want to extend the exhale 1 more count. So inhale to 3, exhale slowly to 4. After you've done that for a couple of breaths, you might want to adjust that. You might want to maybe go to an inhale of 4 and an exhale of 5. Anything that works the best for you is what we want here. So just start maybe, again, a silent, slow count of 3, and then an exhale count of 4. So this particular ratio on the breath is particularly soothing to the nervous system. And sometimes we just need something kind of quick to help our bodies come back to ourselves and relax a little bit. So this is an easy one to do. If you're at work or someplace where you're starting to notice you're feeling tense, you could very easily do this particular breathing practice just for 2 or 3 breaths. Just helps bring the body and the mind back together, relaxing the body and the mind. So we're going to continue to relax now. You can stay with your knees bent if you like, or just stretch your legs out on the ground there. You could keep with that same show, or just relax your breathing. Breathe easily and naturally. And back to the things we were talking about in the very beginning. Entrust yourself to the ground now. You don't need to hold yourself up. The ground underneath us is very solid and trustworthy, and we can let go. Just relax our body, relax the mind. Just start to breathe just a little more deeply now. Just bringing some fresh energy into your body. And you can move a little bit, move your fingers and toes. And maybe reach back and stretch some way that feels good to you. And then just slowly, when you're ready, turn to your right side. Just curl up on your right side. Taking a breath there. And then coming up really slowly now, come back up to your seated position and just bring your palms together to your heart. Thank you all so much for coming today. Thank you to all of you at home. All of you have a lovely weekend. Namaste.
Thank you, Debbie.
So welcome, Beth. Nice to see you again. What's with that hand, Beth?
Oh, these are just to help.
Oh, good. Nice. Yes. Gretchen, were you saying something? I thought you said something, no?
I don't think so. If so, it was Jim. Yeah. Jim, you want to talk to your fans?
Yes.
The other class. Strength training.
Yes. Does she use, there's,
Jamie hasn't used them yet, but they're really helpful for what you do.
oh, good, good.
She said she's going to start using that.
We'll see. But Susan
Oh, with her wrist is better. Yes, her.
used to do exercises with them when Susan was doing it.
There's still
Hurts, actually. I did not enjoy them.
there's still a lot of them back there, so she's probably going to use them when her hand is better. Yeah. Yeah. So welcome. Have a good weekend.
Everybody have a great weekend. You too. We'll dry out. It stopped raining. Of course, the lake will still be there.
Yes. And the humidity. And
Thank you.
bye, Ruth. Have a good weekend.
That means you know how much longer you guys are going to videotape, or is it?
I don't think there's any plan to not do it. I mean, I haven't heard that. I was
Just curious. I'm going to be in Dayton the whole month of August, waiting for grandbaby number 3. So
You can do it, yes.
I can do it online.
Because Leaf told me that even somebody from California has done it. So yes, absolutely, you'll be able
Yeah.
to do it. Yes.
Yeah, my-
Grandbaby number 3.
grandbaby number 3. I'm
Wow.
going to help with the 2 big girls, but they'll go to daycare during the day.
Yes,
So
and you
I'll
can do
be-
your yoga practice.
And then from like 4 to 8, I'll be grandma, which is quality versus quantity.
Yes, look at these.
Yeah, this
These are
worked.
perfect.
Yeah, I tried it 2 together.
Yes,
And
Yeah.
one seems to be high enough to get off.
Good.
They're maybe a little small, but it helps the balance. It's like sitting on one of those balls.
Yeah, yes. Yeah.
No, thank you. That was
Yes.
a great idea.
Oh, perfect.
Oh,
Yeah.
and you know, the breathing thing is great. I would
You play in the band, the city band? Do you play?
I played city band many years ago for quite a few years, and I
Yeah.
got tired of playing the same stuff. And then I was still at K-State and doing international recruiting, and I had to start
yes.
doing summertime trips.
So,
I just used that as the excuse
Yes.
to quit playing. But no, I organize a big brass group at church, and I started a brass quartet like half a month before COVID shut it down. So we had our
did
first...
you Zoom? Did you do Zoom? No, you didn't do it on Zoom.
No, that's
Just
too hard to coordinate.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can do it, but the sound, you have to really work.
Yeah.
But I had my first rehearsal with them yesterday.
Oh,
so we're looking for
wonderful.
another
So
time.
these breathing things will be good for.
Well, that's right out of the first page of this book by the guy he's the greatest tubist, solo tubist in the world. He's a Norwegian guy. He has you, if you want, you put the horn up, but you don't play, and you breathe in. First is 4 beats, 4 beats. 4 beats, repeat that. Second one is 6 beats. 6 beats. Third one is 8 beats,
Yes.
and then you get 16. Then you get the hard one is you have to hold 16
Retention.
in and then 16 out.
Woo.
And then you change it, and then you change it for rest 1, 2, 3. And then,
Hold it. Oh my
and
gosh.
then reverse of that slowly in.
Oh my
and
gosh.
out, just to mimic. playing.
Amazing, amazing.
So that was great.
Yes, good.
This is extra practice.
Extra practice, that's right, extra practice for, yes,
Switching
that's
down.
great.
And you're
Anyway. Well, yeah, this was really
Get
great.
up out of this and you're standing so
Here,
straight.
I mean, I even know, just when you said that, I thought you are standing better.
Makes a big difference. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Yes, same for me. I mean, if I don't mindfully think about it,
Yeah.
the next thing I know, the shoulders come forward.
Gravity's a powerful
Yes,
force.
right. So you just have to, just gently remind yourself, stand into my feet, let my spine lengthen up, and the shoulders come right onto your back.
That's
Yes, I after you said that, I have a number of resources at home, and I looked up some things about upper back, and that's why I did those new things on the. Yes, so I think those are helpful. All of us sort of have that because we're just sort of subtly kind of holding ourselves up in the world, like if we let go, the whole world's going to fall apart. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, have a good weekend, both of you. Yeah.
Oh yes, hat and all this paraphernalia when it rains. Hat.
Oh yes, hat, umbrella. Yes.
Great.
Don't get wet. Bye. Nice weekend. Hi. You get some stuff out here. How are you? Good. I'm going to check my chair this time. So.
Oh my gosh, that was frightening.
Yeah, well, and the thing was that I felt something happening for a while there, and I kept denying that it was happening. And if you all hadn't said something, I would have fallen on the floor because I wouldn't have gotten up. I would.
Well, and all of a sudden you look like you were hanging.
Yes, yeah, I know. Both of you have really cute yoga clothes on here. It's one of the best things about yoga. We get a new wardrobe we can wear.
I guess most
Looks
people are
cute.
using regular chairs. I'll put some over there. If somebody doesn't like it, I'll take it away and they.
What am I showing there? Oh, that coat rack is in the shot. I just noticed that. Did you get caught in the rain?
Oh, I did. I was just this last block, and there was a downpour. And I couldn't see.
So I'm moving his back.
Oh my gosh, it was awful.
I know earlier.
And I was trying, I had my stuff in the back seat, and I was trying
It's a little too far, maybe.
The way it's, popping up and stopping.
Yeah, I can never know when it's gonna start again.
Almost 418 already.
I kind of have no idea what we've done. But I suppose
Work.
it's not bad.
Some places, my chiropractor this morning, she said some places got 5 inches already. I said, well, we got 4. Where we live.
What to do with that thing? Not sure I can do anything with that. Hey, Susan. Hi. That works. Can I move, you're definitely in the shot here, dear. Can I move you two this way a bit? I think you're all right, but move that way and then back just a little bit.
You want me to move that?
Just a little bit. Let me check it again. Perfect, perfect. Yes, you're fine. Good. All of you are fine. Oh, that's right. Please check your chairs. Who is this person looking in here? I did. You did you? No, you wanted to come, Liz.
I do, but I can't.
I get it. I get that. Hey, come in, come in. Let me get you a chair. Which kind of chair do you like? That one?
I got it.
I do recommend that you try the chair so that
Too squeaky.
well, on Tuesday, my chair sort of collapsed, right? So there's some that are not, I guess it was sort of marked as a partially broken one. So you might just make sure you feel safe when you sit down, Karen. Just
We kind of went through a phase where we said if you don't like your chair, if you think there's something wrong, tell me and I'll get rid of it.
oh, we did. We took it out of circulation, but so.
Continued, and I had to get on my car.
How are you? We haven't seen each other, what?
Even though I had 16 months, it seemed like
It's amazing that it's been that long, but it has.
My family didn't get together for the last time we got together in May of 21, and we had not been together since May, November of 19.
Oh gosh, that's.
Got together for a wedding.
Where are they? Are they out of state or all over?
Well, Kansas and
Hi, ladies. Did you get drowned? Did you get all soaked, Daisy?
Oh, yeah.
Before the other class started, it was just a downpour. I thought maybe there were people in the parking lot waiting to come in because it was raining so hard.
Oh, interesting.
They're actors, so they lost their jobs, and yeah, they don't have work right now.
It'd be nice to see him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been really weird because we've just done everything with Zoom. Earth or sky or whatever. At least we had that. Better than nothing.
They might have been trying to get hold of me yesterday, I don't know.
Hi, Karen. How are you?
Message.
Good.
Good.
I went camping last weekend, so I missed Tuesday. So we bought a camper.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They took it out. We took it out to Tuttle. We went to Tuttle, not too far away.
On a trial run.
Right. Yeah, that was it.
Oh,
So
we are.
fine. We met some people we didn't know out there. And
Well, good.
it was fun. We left Sunday, came back Tuesday. So not much of a trip.
Yeah, well, that's okay. Gosh, it's been forever since I've seen you.
I know. We were just talking about it. Crazy. We're not going to services. We watch on Zoom.
Oh, do you?
Elaine.
Well, we just, she was there. Glad to
I wasn't. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I belong to a club, a women's club, and we haven't met, but, and then,
I don't think hardly anyone's music.
And I belong to another club, and we meet at 7 a.m., and that's kind of nice, because I can sit there in my pajamas and watch.
Yes,
So that's not all bad.
that's right.
I should get back to the meeting, but
Let's see if this is in the shop. Looks okay. All three of you raise your hand for me. I think you're okay.
Yeah, well, it's a charity one. It's a
Ooh,
great.
better get started here. I need a microphone, don't I? I need a microphone. A gong. Oh, is that right? Oh. Oh. Really? Yes, I know that room. I know that room. Yeah, it's a nice room actually for that. Yes. All right, my friends, we are going to get started here. So, just rest in your chair now. Just plant your feet there so you can really feel the ground underneath you, and relax in your chair, letting the chair hold you up here. So you don't have to use effort. And as you relax, your breath naturally just gets deeper. We're breathing through the nose now on both inhale and exhale. And relax your belly now so that the breath on the inhale can fill up in the belly first. And then the breath rises up right around the area of your heart and lungs. And then all the way back down. And even feel how the breath then moves down through your legs into your feet, down under your feet. And a few more breaths, just like that, slowly, deeply. Softening your face and relaxing your jaw. Good. Now sit a little bit forward in your chair with your palms on your knees for cat stretch. So first arch your back a little bit, lift your chest, and then round up your back. Relax your head and your neck, and keep going just like that. Cat stretch. Now widen your feet apart and just circle around. Keep your shoulders relaxed, your neck and your head relaxed. And reverse and go back the other way. Good. Now sit back in your chair. And bring your arms up overhead and interlace your hands, stretching up into seated mountain pose. And then right hand coming down to the seat of your chair and your left arm coming across for seated side stretch. And all the way back up, reach up. And left hand down and right arm coming over. All the way back up, stretch up. And this time, just a gentle twist here. Now bring your left hand onto your right knee. Right hand and arm are holding lightly the back of your chair. First, lengthen up to get some length in your spine. Draw your belly in and then twist. And come back around and stretch up. And the other way now, right hand on your left knee, lengthen, draw the belly in and twist. And back around, stretch up. Seated mountain pose. Undo your fingers now and bend your elbows and slide this right elbow on top of the left one. So you could stay right like this or twist just a little more so that your palms are touching. So bring the elbows out away from your chest just a little bit and up. So this eagle position for the arms is a good way to stretch the upper part of our backs, top of the shoulders, upper part of the back, an area a little hard to find a good way to open up that part. Stretch up again now. And this time drop your left elbow on the top, either right here, which is good, or twisting a little more. Elbows out a little bit and up. Undo that, stretch up just last time here, seated mountain pose, and then just bring your arms down and sit forward and move your feet around. And you can point and flex your feet, make circles. Good. And sit back in your chair now. We'll do our sun salutations. So we're going to do 3 rounds, and I might say, I've probably said this before, but so the sun salutations and some seated breathing is what I consider the chair yoga home quick practice. So if you're at home and you don't have time to do anything else, you can just do a few rounds of this seated sun salutation and sit and breathe just a little bit, maybe 10 breaths. And you are good for the whole day. It sort of changes the day for you. So just know that this is the home practice for chair yoga. So now bring your arms down and bring arms up overhead, palms together. Exhale, fold over in a forward bend. Inhale, bring your right knee up to your chest. Look up. Lunge pose. Exhale, fold over, forward bend. Inhale, palms on your knees. Arch your back, lift your chest. Cobra. Exhale, fold back over, forward bend. Inhale, left knee up to your chest, looking up. Lunge pose on this side. Exhale, fold over. And now come all the way up, out, arms out and up. Look up at your hands and bring your palms to your heart. And again, inhale, arms up. Exhaling, folding over, forward bend. Inhale, right knee up to your chest. Look up. Exhale, fold over, forward bend. Inhale, palms on your knees, arch your back and lift your chest up. Cobra. Exhale, fold over. And inhale, left knee up to your chest, lunge pose on this side. And back over. And come all the way up, arms out and up, palms together. Look at your hands. Bring your palms to your heart. And one more now. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, right knee up to your chest. And exhale, over. And both palms on your knees as you arch your back and lift your chest. Cobra pose, exhale, over. And left knee up to your chest. And back over. And come all the way up, arms out and up. And palms to your heart. And take a breath there. I forgot to add to the home practice that you can then have a cup of tea or coffee to add to that. So it makes a lovely, lovely way to start your day. Good. So now let's do head to knee pose now. So tuck this, bring this right knee out to the side and come onto your toes right there and extend the left leg forward. So this is head to knee pose. Put one hand on each leg and lengthen up through your spine first. And then slide this left hand down your leg, folding over, breathing. And roll yourself up. We'll do that on the other side. Left knee is coming out to the side, right leg going forward. First sit up tall, and then sliding this right hand down the leg. And all the way back up. And still sitting forward in your chair, now bring the soles of your feet together for seated bound angle pose. Just sitting tall on the sitting bones, so not back here, but rolled forward onto the sitting bones, and press your knees apart. Seated bound angle pose. Could bring your knees back up and widen your feet out now for the wide angle forward bend here, resting your arms on your knees. And right away, something with the breathing. Take a breath quickly. Yes, you're breathing and opening up the low back now. You can stay just right here. You can also drop your arms between your knees. Come a little further down, but just to the comfort of your back. And then to come out, place one hand on each knee, press down into your knees to release the low back as you roll up. Good. Pigeon pose now. Bring your right foot up on the left leg here at the knee. And if you can look down and see if you can create a 90-degree angle there in this leg, the one where the foot is touching the ground. So this is pigeon pose. Pigeon is a pose that helps us, just like that wide angle forward bend, to be more open in the low back and the hips. So just gently now pressing into that knee. Another option here, if it's not accessible to you to bring that foot up, you can just cross at the ankles, pressing that right knee out is another option here. And if you do have your ankle up, you can start this way. You can also round over your leg a little bit and you'll feel that stretch in this right hip a little more. And come all the way up, and we'll do that on the other side now. Left ankle up, find that 90-degree angle there, and then just gently pressing into the knee. And you could stay right here. You can also fold over. And come all the way up and take that ankle off. Now bring your arms up overhead. As you exhale, bring this right knee up to your chest and lower your forehead towards your knee. Put that foot down, raise your arms again. And left knee up to the chest and forehead towards your knee. Put that foot down, arms up. And right knee to the chest, lower your forehead down. Put that foot down, raise your arms. And left knee up. Put that foot down, raise your arms the last time. Just lower your arms now. And come up to standing. We're going to do moon and stars. Just know that you can do this sequence sitting if you would rather. First, let's stand in mountain pose. So with your feet about hip distance apart now, and look down and see if you've got shoes on, you'll probably have to just sort of intuit this, but want the toes going straight forward. So sometimes if I don't look at my feet, then one foot sort of likes to turn out to the side. So toes are going forward. Now, relax your feet. And just with your mental attention, draw a line from your big toes out to the little toes and back to the heels. So that little sequence just of mindfully sort of opening the foot up, and especially coming back to the heels right away without any other instructions, brings you into a lovely position for mountain pose. The feet are relaxing, the heels are sinking down, the shoulders are right on your back. Face is relaxed, your chin coming in just a little bit. Mountain pose. Soften your knees a little bit so you know that you can move. Now, moon and stars. Inhale your arms up overhead, palms together, and half moon side bending to the right for half moon pose. And back up and over to the left. And up. And step out now for 5-pointed star. Reach through your fingertips. Now goddess pose. Turn your feet out now, bend your knees. Tuck your elbows in with your palms up for goddess pose. Reach through 5-pointed star. And half triangle now. Bring the right hand down, left arm going up. And 5-pointed star. So this is like the star. Your star turns on its side. Left hand down, right arm up. And reach through. And goddess pose again. Bend your knees, turn your feet out. Elbows in, palms are up. And reach through. And step together for half moon pose to the right. And up. And over to the left. Up, we're just going to go through it one more time. 5-pointed star. And goddess pose. And 5-pointed star. Half triangle, right hand down, left arm up. And 5-pointed star. And left hand down and right arm up. 5-pointed star and goddess pose. 5-pointed star. Step together now. Half moon pose to the right. Up and to the left. Up and lower your arms. Very good. Now, bring your feet out, maybe a couple of feet here. And then just turn on your heels so you're pivoting your feet to the right. And place your right hand on the top of the chair. So this is triangle pose. We're going to slide this hand down the edge of that chair. Press into that back heel, and then if you're able to, bring the left arm up from your shoulder. Another option here would just be to put your hand at your waist or arm up. This is triangle pose. Breathing here. Lower that top arm, come all the way up. Turn your feet the other way now. The left hand is now on the back of the chair. And begin to slide that left hand down the edge of the chair. Press into that back heel a little bit. And then either hand right at your waist or arm up. And lower that top arm and come have a seat in your chair. Do just a little bit of cat stretch here just to help your back out. Good, let's do chest expansion now. So sitting forward in your chair, just reach around and hold the back of your chair. So back bending motions always start in our feet. So really engage your feet and your legs, which will right away lift up your chest. So in chest expansion, you don't have to bring your head back. You can just look forward or have the head a little bit coming back. Good. Release that. And now we're going to do camel, back bending pose with your palms right on your low back. Fingers are pointing down. This is the same movement though, starting with your feet. Stand into your feet. Your chest is lifting up. So we're just going to have a really natural curve here. Just allowing the head to be the very last part to just relax back. And bring your head up slowly, coming out of this back bend. And we'll do it one more time now. So standing into your feet, let your chest lift up and open up. Head is the very last part here to relax back. And bring your head slowly back up. And then widen your feet out. Rest your arms on your legs for that wide angle forward bend. Breathing here, just open up the low back, or you could drop your arms between your knees. And then place one palm on each knee and gently rolling back up. Good. Let's do one more thing here before we relax. So this is a pose called the cow-faced pose, Gomukhasana, the cow-face pose. So you're going to sit a little forward in your chair and just lightly cross at the ankles here. So I'm going to have my right ankle on top of the left one and bring my right arm up. Have we done Gomukhasana before? Drop this top hand onto your back, the top of your back. Take the left arm around, and that hand is going to go up your back. So the fingers are pointing up the back. Now this top elbow needs to rotate in right to the ear. So not out here, but in close so it doesn't hurt your shoulders. Now, this is a pose where we want to relax everything. So relax your hips, soften and relax your shoulders. Bring your chin in towards your chest. Opening up the back of your neck and breathing here. You can close your eyes and breathe. Now undo your arms and lightly cross your ankles the other way. And bring that left arm up and drop your hand onto the top of your back and bring this elbow right to your ear. Reach around with your other hand and let that hand go up your back. Just relax the hands. So no worry about trying to grab your hands or yank yourself here. Just relax your hands wherever they're comfortable. And bring your chin in just a little bit so it opens the back of your neck. Now close your eyes and relax everything. Relax your hips. Soften up your shoulders. Bring your chin in just a little bit. Soften your face, breathing. Good, and undo your arms now. And just sit back in your chair and just roll your shoulders to the back. And to the front. Now drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Keep your shoulders relaxed. And bring your head back up. And then left ear down to the left shoulder. And bring your head back up. Now turn your head to the right and lower your forehead toward that shoulder. You're just sort of barely bringing your forehead down. And bring your head back up. And then turn your head now to the left and lower your forehead down. And all the way back up. Now, with your feet planted there on the ground, place your palms on your legs and bring your chin towards your chest and loosen up your shoulders, your neck and your head. This is ragdoll, so we want to be like a ragdoll as if we didn't have any bones at all. And just very, very slowly now, just sliding your hands along your legs and coming forward just to a comfortable place for you. And do that very, very slowly. And then to come back out, palms on your knees and press into the knees. And then just very, very slowly rolling back up. And when you're all the way back up, just rest your hands in your lap. Get comfortable in your chair again. Find a good position in your chair. Relax, feel your feet. So we're going to do that breathing practice now where we extend the exhale a little bit longer than the inhale. So the inhale part of our breath, very nourishing, energizing, refreshing. And the exhale part is the surrendering, letting go, relaxing part. So we're going to extend the exhale just a little bit longer. So by inhaling slowly to a slow count of 3 to yourself, and then an exhale of a slow count of 4, which extends the exhale just a little bit longer. So after you've done maybe 2 or 3 breaths like that, You can adjust it any way that works better for you. You might want to inhale to the count of 4 and then exhale to the count of 5. Whatever is a better count for you is what we want here. The main thing being that that extension on the exhale just really produces a relaxation response in the body. So now close your eyes and we'll just start. Again, this is a silent, slow count. Inhaling to the count, exhaling to the count of 4. Just continuing now to relax your body in the chair. You can let go of that counting and just breathe in an easy, natural way, softening your face now. Relax your eyes, relax the jaw. Making sure to just release the weight of your body to the chair that's holding and supporting you. Breathe just a little more deeply now. Just have some deeper inhales now, just to bring some fresh energy into your body. And interlace your hands and stretch up into seated mountain pose. Then bring your feet forward and move your feet around a little bit, and your arms, your wrists, stretch back up. And then fingertips onto your temples, just massaging. And the jaw, special place where we hold a lot of tension. And the base of your skull, the back of your neck, the top of your shoulders, where your shoulders meet your neck. And bring your palms to your heart now. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you at home for joining us, and I hope all of you have a lovely weekend. Namaste. Hey there, my dear. I haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? Good to see you. Thank you. Fine.
I carry all my tension.
Yes, yes.
So much
Better. Good. Good. I'm glad. I know most of us are like this a lot. So yeah. You're so welcome. Good. I'm glad. Turn this off.